piece, and now they found the solution to the puzzle.
Okay, very even draft. I'll go with NaVi. Ben's gonna go for Secret. With that, our series is tied 1-1. One of these teams is looking to take control in Game 3. Throw it over to LD and Winner for our cast.
Thank you, Alan. That's right. Ready to go enter Game 3. Who's it gonna be?
NaVi.
Didn't sound very confident, but you reluctantly say NaVi.
I reluctantly say NaVi. Don't put stuff in my mouth, you know. I don't.
Anyway, so Secret running the Bulba Tidehunter here. They are getting the Drow again. Their dire side. Why NaVi? It seems like a lot rests on Artstyle's shoulders this game to me.
As usual, the early game is always on their supports. And we have seen time and time again when they have Enchantress, they always are able to take control of the laning phase, and SD is not the best of okay. They're gonna get a disrupt. This should be first blood.
Oh, Saneko, far away from home. They will die. The last hit going to Arteezy here.
Granted to Arteezy, everyone stop attacking.
So what teamwork?
What teamwork? I am always gonna grant you a kill if I gank someone.
Thank you, friend. Secret.
Only if you carry me later.
I can't promise that. I'll take the kill. I'll do my best. So NaVi here, like, if it, let's say it does go a bit later on, both these lineups have some potential to scale. Do you think NaVi just straight up wins late game?
NaVi
We've seen
wins.
Drow being a lot stronger in the late game than she
Not
used to be.
against Empower, Ember Spirit. No, I don't think so.
No chance. Okay.
And they have Chrono, so I think their late game is just like there's a curse as well. So overall, their late game is very strong. So I don't really think that Secret wants to go late game. Maybe at tops 35 minutes, 40 minutes, but anything apart more than that is not very good for them.
So we do see Arteezy with, I guess I'm gonna almost call it his patented move now, just starting with the TP and you know, getting there in time to block the creep wave, so his supports are free to do other things. Just crit that bounty rune off to a good start here. Top lane, we are seeing General on the Void, but he's up against the tri lane for now.
This lane is really bad for him.
Is there, how much kill potential is there in this lane?
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to get like farm in the lane against those heroes. He has to wait for Enchantress to head over with the creep, and if you look at...
There's an observer to scout it.
There's a sentry blocking the camp as well.
Yes.
Yep.
I believe it is in the box.
This is really important. I don't see teams do this enough against NaVi when they have their Enchantress or Chen. You need to block the camp near the offlane, and Magnus gonna...
Oh, Dendy taking a beating here by Arteezy, who already used the arrow. Not gonna go for it just yet. Setting up. But yeah, every Arcstyle Enchantress and Chen game I've seen, it's always the offlane he goes to.
Yeah.
He doesn't really pressure mid anymore. He hasn't been pressuring the safe lane. It's always the offlane.
Most of the Enchantress Chen players in the current patch, even DJ does the same thing on Fnatic. They prioritize on helping the offlane in most situations because it just allows the offlaner, like, for example, like a Void. If the Chen or Enchantress is not here, he's not going to be able to get farm or get experience. But when the Chen and Enchantress is here, it's going to allow him to get some farm and some experience, and it's going to help him a lot in the game later.
So, looking at the Radiant safe lane now, how do you see this lane developing with the Ember Spirit matched up against the Tide? No help for DRR for the time being. Bulba's going to get a lot of farm here.
I mean, he's always getting sacked a lot. Ember against Tide is fine. He's not going to get pressured too much by the Tide, but Tide is going to get farmed because it's a 1v1 matchup. Courier going down. Mr. Soneko, the Courier Sniping King.
This guy, he must have like the highest average Courier snipes per game of any tier 1 player. It's ridiculous how often he kills it off.
Starladder used to be that as well, like when he picked Bounty Hunter.
He doesn't get those heroes anymore, but this might cost them heavily here, Vincere. Soneko's in quite far. The arrow's not going to connect, but Puppey giving him the old staple gun, and now the Wyvern's been brought down.
He's
very low. Could maybe deny to neutrals.
Yeah, he might suicide to neutrals.
He can maybe embrace again.
Even if he dies here, it's worth it. He draws
the tree. No one else coming in, and there's no mana for the combo for Puppey here. Is maybe going to get hit one more time, but Soneko with the boots gonna make it out instead. They'll turn the other way. They're gonna look for Artstyle, the Enchantress, but General's here to support. They'll chase after Pilot Eye. The time walk through, pretty good position there by General. Just looking for a bash. He does have it skilled up, and not even required. Rejoining the fray, Soneko not only nets his team a courier kill, but also a hero kill as well.
Gosh. He didn't even leave the fight, he was just nearby to even help his team get the kill there. Some miscommunication from Secret there, like Starladder wanted to use the disrupt to kill the Enchantress, so Puppey was not in there to actually land his storm, otherwise they would have netted the kill onto our start.
They're doing pretty well here despite being sacked. 13-4 versus the Tide. Bulba only 11-4.
I mean, it's okay lane for him as long as he uses the Flame Guard every time it's up to get CS and to zone the Tide away. And Tide at the same time, once the Flame Guard is down, he should be able to get relatively easy CS with his Anchor Smash.
They have seen art style though. Pilot out the clever ward around the tree line. Can they do much about it though? Puppey's off near the mid lane right now. Looks like they want to contest Dendy. I'll sidestep the RTZ arrow. And now poor popping that Invis as he looks to retreat. Not seeing the double empower skill build this time around from, I think it was Sumail earlier in the tournament who did that.
He was jungling early in the game because he couldn't lane.
Yeah.
That was not a good game for his Magnus. That game was very difficult for them. So right now Soneko all the way towards the bottom lane to maybe set up a kill on the Ember.
And Sword is doing work though already. Sees all the Enchantress's movements, gives Puppey a reason to go up there. But meanwhile, Bulba on the bottom lane gets clipped by the chains. They continue to emulate him to Era, trying to play with the tower range, but it's top lane where they start to converge on General. He's salved up, he's waiting for the cooldown here. On that time walk, about 5 seconds to go. The Spear will come back, and in come the Enchantress creeps. Artstyle getting hit a little bit. Highlight Eye trying to work on him with the poison, but the bash, very timely from General, secures the kill. Artstyle might even make it out. He barely falls here, but another bash onto Envy, looking for more. If he gets one more bash, he might get this kill too, with the creeps cooldowns soon to come. But I'll not risk it with the Shadow Demon respawn being so low. Still though, the pressure is on Envy. 23 CS. Still doing well here, but he may struggle if they keep it up. Meanwhile, bottom onto Bulba again. Soneko working together with the Era to force Pylai die that way, and this does free up that top lane if Artstyle wants to go there. As the slow from the Wyvern comes through, Era into the trees, but the poison's gonna give them the vision they need, and now the disruption follows it up. Another poison. There's the embrace, the Ravage committed. Bulba says, screw you, man, and takes him down. Era will drop. Very nice usage of the early Ravage there by Bulba. And good rotation by Pylai Eye to score a kill.
Yeah, that was a really big kill on the enemy team's carry there, turning that gank around towards their favor. So very well played by Secret. Good rotation once more.
Yeah, fast level 6 as well, with nobody to share the experience with for Bulba.
So right now Enchantress, let's see whether he moves back towards the Void lane with the creep. Hand of Midas.
Make it even. It's always an early grab for Artstyle and Puppey, but normally not this early.
I mean, if you think about their game plan, they want to draw the game super late, so going on Midas is playing towards that plan for them.
Oh, Dendy skewering. Arteezy back under the tier 2 tower, then RP'd him as well, but the stomp comes through. Might be able to make it out Artor, but then from the side comes the Enchantress. There's the haste pop. Did have the raindrops there to help secure his retreat, but still Dendy. He was forced to commit an RP, but he avoids the gank, and he buys time for that Enchantress to continue.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Bulba meanwhile still having a great time at bottom lane despite the supports leaving him alone for the time being. Chronosphere not up yet for General, so...
The one thing I would say, Winter, is they're very lacking on damage to put in the Chrono until later on in the game.
I mean, yeah.
They don't have that Lina or Leshrac.
Enchantress will be the one that can deal. Enchantress can do a lot of damage later during the Chrono, and not to mention when Battle Fury comes online for the Ember Spirit with that power.
Yeah, but this stage of the game will be a lot tougher as a Radiant Scan is deployed top. Trying to see if there's anyone creeping up from the side of Secret. Not the case though. The Midas is close. What's the next big timing that you look at here? We'll have the Chronosphere coming soon, the Ravage will cool down fairly in short order. Is there a particular move you're expecting from either team?
Ravage is one of them, and with the Draw Ranger acquiring her levels and her ultimate now, Secret wants to play a faster paced game since NaVi is much stronger in the late game.
Oh, the chains aren't gonna connect here, but Bulba still getting caught out by the shockwave. The pursuit continues. Will he be able to bring him down? No, the Flame Guard not enough. And Twilight Eye looks to turn this one around. Stomp. Well, by Puppey, now the Spirit will return. And then Dendy, after a failed rotation, now the Ravage is online. So round 2 could be a lot scarier. Bulba
Man.
just very tanky.
They have to bring sentries for the Moonlight. It's the second time that someone escaped because there's no detection there. So
We saw in EU even last game when Secret had to deal with the Invoker, Ghostwalk, and Bounty Hunter. That later on in the game, it's hard to keep up with it. But first debut of the Moonlight Shadow, successful there.
yep, 8-minute Midas on Artstar.
And he applies the pressure top, but he may get punished for this. He's a slow one. Great troll trap on the way out. The arrow. Art style dodging bullets. This Bambi is tough to tango with. They can't quite finish him off, but the creep will be taken down. Still Arteezy had to rotate for that. Frees up the Magnus on mid, the Ember Spear bottom. Art style getting away with murder.
Well, NaVi still, like you mentioned, severely lacking in terms of damage if they want to look to set things up with the Chrono. It's not very easy for them to get any kills at the moment. Like I mentioned, Enchantress with her level 6 would be the best solution to add damage into the Chronosphere, which she's going to acquire soon.
Yeah, she's about to get that impetus. Also, we'll have the boots now, so we can actually chase a bit. They're trying to give Seneko his experience in this mid lane. We'll see if Arteezy has a fish with the arrow, but waiting for the Starstorm to cool down. So very plodding mid game now developing. But General looks to change that equation. He moves top. He does have a Chronosphere online. The board scouted his movement. But not going to die for it, just contesting the farm a bit of Puppy.
Yeah, the next thing for Secret is just to find a timing to get Roshan as soon as possible with the draw. That's going to be, I think, their most important task. And right now, Seneko
Easy. Great shot there with the arrow, the DD rune, and the Drow arrow. That's a lot of physical damage. Didn't even need the Starstorm.
Yep. A good pickup there by Arteezy, getting that kill. But overall, for Secret, they still have to keep playing a very fast-paced game with the Drow Ranger. They cannot allow NaVi to just get their levels and items, especially the dagger, the Magnus, at a good time.
Seems they agree. They're gonna make their move on mid here right now. Seneko to slow Arteezy down. Maybe not actually going in, but just trying to stop this push. Tier 1 though, under siege and will be last hit by Arteezy. He jumps away, had the Shadow Demon there to protect him on Miwa on the top lane. Other action breaking out as Dendi skewers Bulba back under tower. RP already expended, it looks like, but not even close to a kill. So they commit a lot just to hold this tower for now, and meanwhile, Secret setting up shop for kills elsewhere. Seneko disrupted into an arrow, Starstorm's there. Arteezy secures another. So this Mirana already very active, very effective, the leader in net worth, having all kinds of impact around the map. And looking for Dendi too. Has the level 2 arrow ready. Wants to zone him out, secure this tower. Rabbit's still available. NaVi are getting pushed down hard, Winter.
I mean, Secret are stronger right now, so unless they have their blink on Magnus and all their alternates up, they are not going to be able to take a fight. I think he's not that far away from his dagger on Dendi, 600 away. So before that happens, it's going to be difficult for NaVi to take any fight. So Secret, fully understanding the situation, are trying to press forward to gain more advantage.
Oh, NV. He does get the silence off here. And Bulba's quick to rotate, and NaVi realizing as soon as they make a move on Envy, there will be backup. And it comes in spades.
Yeah, the other thing is Bulba is also getting a mech for his team, so that it's gonna allow Secret to play a much faster paced game, group up, take towers, stun onto General there, needs to land the silence.
Gets the silence on General as well, but Era moves in. They have that Ravage, but NaVi also a very elusive bunch of heroes, so you gotta be careful about when you top it.
They were anticipating that Secret were going to move into the Roshan pit right there with the Drow plus the Ravage, but Secret are going to be very wary of things, and they're going to continue sieging the tier 1 at bottom.
So it'll be big Winter. Dendi getting hunted by the cat lady. Pretty much guaranteed a double starfall here. Will Dendi at least get his blink in time? But this creep wave, he should have the gold for it. The arrow connects, just barely clipping him from around the trees. Dendi RPs, but it doesn't matter. And the blink is deferred. A huge pick again from Artor. He is really getting the job done right now for Secret.
And he's playing so well. The first game where he chose to go for Vanguard on the Void, and right now in this game once more in the first 15 minutes of the game, getting a very crucial kill for his team.
He's been all over the map, and he's still the leader in net worth with a very timely Aghanim Scepter under construction at this rate.
They're hitting their timing very
He's
soon.
basically got it.
Aghanim's mech on Tide and whatever items on Drow, so...
Oh, this would be costly though if he goes down Remnant.
Oh my god!
They needed that so bad. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And this time, Arteezy is both.
Man, that sucks so much. That was so close. That could have been such a huge kill after losing their Magnus now General, trying to get revenge for his
This one
team.
could be as well, but there's going to be an Echo Stop coming from the north. Can Puppey turn it around?
Detection!
He gets the stop off. Where is the vision? They actually have a sentry, but the Ravage comes around to cancel it and counter this initiation. General just says, screw it, I'm going in for Envy, but he loses the true sight. Envy's moved out of the vision of that sentry ward, and now he gets turned on with the Frost Arrows. The Radiant Courier is sacrificed as well upon the Altar of Secret, and still the Wyvern drops. Now Dayara's on the run, and they're doing all of this before the Mirana gets into the fight.
Man,
Arteezy has arrived. It's snowballing for Secret.
This is turning into the Arteezy show on his Mirana right here. Being at the right place at the right time, escaping the gang, getting a 40-minute Aghanims. And as the mech as well on Bulba there, proving to be very crucial, keeping his carry, the Drow Ranger, alive.
Even just using the pounce there for that extra bit of attack speed.
Efficiency, Gorman.
Secret wanting to take this tower down as quickly as possible. And the graph plunges Secret's way.
Now they have full map control on the bottom side, the area that's very close to Roshan. General getting consolation prize. Courier on the way out.
Dire's top tower.
You kill my courier, I'll kill yours, he says.
But Secret,
But he may die. It's to the far side of the creep wave. NaVi are getting a little more,
RP though.
more careful. Now, Arteezy, I believe, does have the Ags now, so he is going to be very tough to burst. You see Dayara committing up top, he wants this tower. Is he going to come back in for it? He doesn't want to tank the aggro. He'll let Boltwood get the deny.
He's
And now he
waiting for
re-engages.
Magnus. He's waiting for Magnus.
Magnus is going to be there in a moment. Denny blinks in, trying to hold on to that RP, but Bulba has the mech. He may be forced to commit it along with a skewer, or they may just not go for the kill. And here's will be the ladder. While that's happening, bottom lane, Arcstar getting focused. Even with that extra bit of HP from the Ogre Club, it's not enough. Good combo there from Secret. Finding the kill, not even needing the disruption, and able to save it for the defensive retreat.
Man, this Mirana is just all over the place.
Only 4-0 and 2, which isn't that crazy at this stage, but it's just all been crucial kills, delaying the blink timing.
You say only 4-0 and 2, his team has 8 kills.
Yeah. It's more that they've been crucial kills that lead to towers, that, you know, delay a blink dagger. They're coming at the right time for Secret.
And this Enchantress is just food for the Aghanims on the Mirana. He needs to be able to get more items and increase his HP pool to be able to survive that in team fights. Like a Ravage with the Elder Titan Spirit next to him with the double Starstorm. He's just gonna evaporate in the team fight.
And now Puppey grabbing that medallion in Secret. They do want to Roche.
Yep, finally.
Got the Frost Armor creep here. Got that extra bit of armor to work with. Even though NaVi have all their ultimates ready, they're still lacking in the damage department. They'll look for a Puppey pick off here though. Blink at the skewer, good combo. Bash follow up and get the kill. Or actually, sorry, I think that was the RP. Yeah, the RP does get deployed there.
Well, this game, getting a Crimson Guard on Puppey will be extremely important. It's very good versus all the team damage. The Ember, plus the Empower and the Battle Fury.
Yeah, the Frost Armor creep's gonna help as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, Secret, they definitely know how to deal with physical damage. We've seen that before.
Vlad's, Crimson Guard, all the team items at some point. So Aegis is gonna be acquired onto Arteezy right now, and Dayara still pretty far away from his Battle Fury.
It just takes a long time to get that first big item on the Ember. I mean, can NaVi even keep up in farm? Like, as much as they have great farming heroes, in Secret, take all these outer towers.
I mean, I would say they have pretty good heroes to slow down the push. Blunderbuss plus Shockwave from Magnus, good E-push. So, before the Battle Fury comes online, they're gonna have those two spells to slow down the push.
Arteezy moves in aggressively, posting up in front. General will time walk off that initial volley of damage. Arteezy now forced to run, but the impetus is Rain in. And B gets it in there with the silence. Bulba just wrangling out on the backside, but they're trying to set up the stomp combo. They hit, the arrow won't connect though, and now RTZ moves in a bit deeper. The chains come through, he throws the Aegis. They don't want to lose it this early, but the shockwave will ensure that they do it. And then the chrono gets dropped, isolating Bulba. There won't be a Ravage this way unless that disruption is absolutely perfect. He gets it up, but still he will fall. A well-timed Sleight of Fist there, slicing up the watermelon, and now RTZ held in position on life number 2. Do they chase for more? Another stomp from Puppey. Secret are forced to disengage.
And what a chrono there by General. And that was a very, very good chrono, allowing them to take down the Tide before he gets his Ravage off and locking down the other 2 heroes as well at the end of it.
Yeah, well-timed Sleight of Fist there as well. Didn't have a good Ravage opportunity when he came out of
There
disruption.
was a big hole. Secret were really strong with that timing and the Aegis on RTZ. So it's going to allow NaVi to have a lot more time to farm up even more items on their heroes.
Battle Fury. No longer a distant dream. He's getting close, has the 2 big components. Well on his way to the Perseverance here. NaVi will make their next move. It's towards top.
SD might just be dead here if he's not getting out soon.
He sticks around. Highlight die. A bit too long, and they're not even going to hesitate. RP committed. Quick skewer. Pile driving him back in. Shockwave. As well as the Splinter Blast to secure it.
Yeah, basically their ultimates right now, any pick-off they can get from it is just okay for them because they are looking to draw the game out. So any pick-off is crucial for them to have more time for the rest of the heroes to actually farm more items. In certain games you would say that you want to save the ultimates for a big team fight, get more kills with it. But in the kind of game that NaVi wants to play right now, it's okay for them to get any kills with all their big cooldowns.
Yeah, as long as Secret can't immediately go high ground off of it, but they were not in position to do so there. So Secret will have to slow down a little bit.
Man, they don't want to slow down with their heroes.
Well, they don't have a choice, Winter. Do you have to wait for the next Aegis at this point? Or do you think Secret can
That is
try
like
to roll the dice?
the safest play, but I think with the lineup that NaVi has, they need to be able to push forward even without the Aegis. They need to be like pushing and trying to get towers and limiting where NaVi can farm. The other issue is like they don't have the best heroes to actually catch out a hero like Ember when he's farming. They have to land like a silence from a Drow, which is not something that you want against an Ember.
I mean, I suppose later, much later, Mirana can get a Hex, but that is not a great solution.
Boba. Okay, he's not gonna chase forward, so not gonna find anyone there. I mean, you talk about that Hex, it's probably gonna be
It's gonna be much later.
an ultra late game item, I think.
But like you said, Drow Ranger, not reliable lockdown by any means. NaVi do close in on the Battle Fury for Dataron. That's gonna be a big tipping point for them as far as pushing the lanes out goes. Puppey here in the bottom lane, gonna get... Oh, doesn't get hit by the Splinter Blast, so Seneko won't follow up on that, but does usher him away. Try to hold this tier 2 as long as possible. Their Void still off on the top side of the map. Doesn't look like NaVi want to defend this tower, but they are in the area. Drow Illusions just chipping away.
Talking about the illusions, in the late game they do have the Enchantress to deal with the illusions. They can always take away the illusions from the SD or even the potential Manta style on the draw, so they have some good ways of dealing with the illusions, not only the cleave.
The era. Battle Fury is basically done now. After this wave will have it. And I believe they have the maximum power at this point as well.
Yeah.
So the farming will intensify unless Secret can pin NaVi down inside their base.
It's not like the farming that worries them the most right now, it's like the scaling, like all the heroes of NaVi scale so well into the late game. So Secret has to press forward. I'm not sure if you go for the Aghanims and Maelstrom on the Drow, like we've seen in a couple of games, that how much damage can the Drow dish out later in the game? Is it going to be enough against what NaVi have?
I mean, that's great for like clearing Terrorblade illusions we've seen.
Yeah, not so good against man fighting, I guess, against a F.R.I.E.N.D.S Ember lineup.
And they also just have great gap closing. Even the Mag with the Force Staff, they are going to be able to get on the Drow, and it's up to the Tide and the Shadow Demon to deal with that.
Yeah, I think Secret has to play very well in those situations to be able to come out on top. They need to outplay, outmaneuver, land their arrows and echo storms on crucial targets.
Bulba moves out here in the bottom lane. But Secret are coming. They're very close to the bulb of Blink. Want to secure it, maybe find some kills. Dendy, demand to break the smoke. He blinks out right as the Spirit comes in, and they've also found someone else. Arteezy snipes out Artstyle, so they still get the one pick.
You know, if Artstyle was not getting ganked there, I'm sure there would be more
attentive
aware to Dendy. Yeah, Dendy being
the
next to them. They were like most likely all looking at the Enchantress there, and Dendy pops out at the side and no one notices.
Next time, maybe Bulbo with this blink will be able to catch him. The farm will continue. De'era, 1300 gold up. There's already a Solar Crest to deal with. The Butterfly is coming, so an early MKB may be... Well, I guess it could be the shotgun actually for Arteezy. I guess we'll
The
see.
shotgun is good versus the Chrono as well. Disruptor.
See what he wants to do.
blocks the arrow.
Dendy blanking into the arrow.
He blocks the arrow.
But does block it. A noble sacrifice, I suppose.
I mean, he's just doing that just to save the Ember there, so making sure that his carry, his big brother there stays alive. Or the machine, he would call him, the Didya machine.
The tractor. He's still getting tuned up a little bit. They're not ready for full deployment, but soon those crops will be ready for harvest. If it has his way.
Yep, Secret continually to press forward with their lineup, the draw lineup. Trying to secure another tower for their team. With the Blink Ravage, they feel really confident in taking the tower down. And the next Roshan is up, right? Is the Roshan up?
So it is indeed the E-Blade. Tons of magic damage now from Arteezy.
Yeah, basically after this is just to go back and secure Roshan when it spawns and proceed to the high ground.
And NaVi are now tucked away in their own
They're
base.
expecting the Roshan maybe, they just smoked. Roshan is going to start spawning.
Secret do have a couple of reasonably placed wards here on the NaVi side of the map, so it's going to be tough to find a pick off before Secret start to get itchy feet and back away. And leading with Seneko here, our Eternal Envy sees him coming. He's going to drop a ward and the jig's already up. With old Moonlight Shadow, they'll back away. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Arteezy hunting De'era.
Oh, he needs a lockdown for his kill, or land his arrow.
On some cooldown here, so they might be able to get the kill. Arrow comes through the leap, the shotgun, see ya!
What a player.
Arteezy, no hesitation, just mows him
Man,
down.
that movement towards the side of the trees to set up that arrow was perfect. That was perfect.
That was magnificent. Arteezy continuing to deliver here.
Man, he's in really good shape. You see a Purge onto General here. They're trying to set up a fight here for Secret.
There's the blink out, the purge damage taking on a split second too late, but still they're going to chase a bit further. Looking for Artstyle.
They should be able to get Enchantress.
They have that Yasha move speed puppy there to cut them off. The arrow comes through. It's a slight miss. Till TP out, he's going to force some sort of reaction. The stomp gets their time then, for good measure, the disruption. So, say goodbye to your Artstyle. On top of that, they also sniped that Radiant Cur as it retreated. A little bit of extra gold. Secret. It's starting to add up for them. Score 5-12. NaVi, we've yet to really see that big combo into that RP Chrono Sleight of Fist with impetuses raining down. I mean, hell, the Wyvern, we have not seen them chain these abilities together, but they may have to soon because Secret are pushing in.
I think they should do the Roshan first. I saw a creep earlier, so I think Secret already know that Roshan is up. So, I mean, obviously that's the safest play. Secure the Aegis before you go for the high ground. There's no need to force anything right now.
I'll secure the Ancients, then secure the Aegis.
Yeah,
Ancients, secured.
Ancients, towers, last hit, just a typical carry player. Take everything from the support. Take everything from the enemy team.
Yes, starvation Dota. It's the secret way. It's not just me, you know. But now they go into the pit. They've got the Mirana there. Bulba beside him. Does NaVi fight into this? Can they fight into this?
If they land a good chrono, plus Magnus RP,
Anything is possible. Also, what kind of detection does NaVi have here? They don't have a gem, do they?
There are sentries on the
sentries.
ground, so at the very least, they have that going for them.
Envy is far in there. He's a confident little one. That Draw Ranger gonna get caught up by the chains here to start. But the Chrono comes from behind. The BKB, isolated RTZ, Envy gets kept away from his team. He needs a little help here. Sneeko gets the curse off, and it causes the carries to turn against each other. Envy's pretty tanky, but the Imps will finish him off. RTZ now looking to turn the fight. A good RP. Sleight of fist as well, but do they have to follow damage? Puppy, low, not dead yet. Brings him down and then jumps away. Can he kill Bulba on the way out? No, RTZ will force him back. Pi, though, gonna be kill number 3. The combo was solid, and RTZ can't find that 3rd kill. So all 3 cores surviving for NaVi.
There was
only the Mirana for Secret.
There was such a manly play there. I'm not sure if that was intended. He just ran up the ramp there.
Leading with the Drow, you mean?
Yeah, leading with the draw was rather like bold from Envy. He wanted to give his team vision so they can understand whether they should Ravage or follow up with another Titan Storm. But then NaVi follow up with a very good chrono, like general block off the ramp, so no one could actually run up to actually assist the Drow Ranger, which was caught up alone.
I think he was just banking on, like, even if I get caught, I just BKB here, and then they Ravage and or Disrupt to save me.
I mean, the other thing was during the BKB time he got cursed. He was the main cursed target and RTZ was around him. So most of the time on the BKB were wasted and RTZ laying on him at the same time.
Oh, teams will be collecting themselves here as we lose 4 players.
Internet problems, Mr. Gorman?
Well,
at the house?
If it was the internet entirely, then everyone would presumably disconnect.
So whose fault is it?
I'm sure we can blame you, Winter, somehow.
Wow.
I mean, Charlie's here. Charlie just walked in.
I mean,
and then it crashed.
I would love to have the ability to crash the PCs when I'm sitting down here with you.
Why would you love having that ability so much?
Yeah, then I would crash your Overwatch games when I'm just playing downstairs or what.
Thanks, Winter. Appreciate the love, as always. But Puppy looking pretty calm. See a lot of talking from both teams here. They're getting reset back into the game. Looks like Pi wants a moment.
Have you ever seen Puppy not calm? No.
I've seen him pretty upset before. I mean, every competitive player gets upset at times.
Every Dota player gets angry. Except for Gorman, because he's such a saint.
I get very angry.
I know, right?
You are a big rager, though. Despite your seemingly calm and polite demeanor,
well,
you have been caught flaming.
I do not rage harder than you.
Many a time at the BTS.
I do not slam my keyboard. I do not throw my mouse around.
No, you just slam your teammates verbally.
You're just lucky BTS is rich so they could provide you with more keyboards and mouse.
Someday your LAN cafe will provide us with more keyboards and mice.
Oh yeah, I wish.
But
someday, Gorman, someday, if that ever happens.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
That will be the day Gorman becomes a calm Dota player. Relax team, we're doing fine.
You need to bring that competitive fire and intensity, Winter. If you're too calm,
it's all but gone.
You lack passion.
It's all but gone.
Yeah, you've definitely lost your passion. You haven't even played a game of Dota in how many months now? Shh. Marriage is not an excuse.
Classified information, Gorman. Lord Dank, please.
So, alright, let's take stock of the game here, Winter. 8-14 the score. Secret with a medium-sized lead around 29 minutes. You've already said you think Secret do not have the late game.
Yep, I said at tops, you do not want the game to go past 40 minutes. Like 35 to 40 minutes is like the maximum time for Secret's lineup against the empowered Ember and the Chronosphere. I mean, they're gonna have a refresher for that. I think that is as good as it gets for Secret's lineup. The refresher on Bulba.
And then pretty much from there, it's kind of a...
Yeah, if they do not
downward
get
spiral.
Rax, at least at that point, then it's going to be difficult.
The other thing is NaVi just have the Ember, so they have that like mobility to keep the lanes pushed out pretty easily.
Yeah, they have to try and like siege with the refresher and try to force them to come in and just initiate with Ravage and make sure that he does not get caught in the Chronosphere. That is extremely crucial for them.
So teams are ready, NaVi on pauses, and we get back into it. Roshan's still lurking there to be claimed.
Illusion, I can sense the Illusion game going to happen.
Getting the Yasha here, so we're not going to see that Dagon or...
Manta, Mirana, Manta, Draw Ranger, Disrupt. Good luck.
Do you like that better than just like all ending on the single target bursts like the Dagon build?
Not sure though, because NaVi heroes are very well equipped at dealing with illusions. They have Splinter Blast, they have the Enchant Form, Art Style,
Empower,
Battle Fury.
Yeah. Oh, nice deny there by Envy though.
Well, it's something.
From the trees. But it is still a tier 1 going down. A little map control lost here. The Secret Roach. NaVi not positionally contest this. They could get another tower though. Tier 2 going down top as well. That one not denied. I'll give this Aegis to Arteezy. So Envy will really have to mind his positioning.
The rune of many wins, Mr. Gorman would say.
This is the God's rune. And the pub game has been won by just waiting for a double damage rune to spawn and backdoor. But we're not quite at that point.
Oh, pub games are won when you wait for your enemy to feed.
You know it's gonna happen sooner or later. Here we go though. Arteezy was out and they were definitely thinking about a jump on him with the Wyvern lurking in the trees, but needed more heroes to try to back him up first. See a Diffusal Blade on General now. So item progression continues here.
NaVi's doing the right thing, keeping all the lanes pushed up. Like every small little move you see Soneko doing here, keeping the creep wave away from their base is so crucial.
Oh, they're hunting him though, Elder Titan.
How?
He was like, just a centimeter away from getting stomped there.
That's why you go to gym. Make sure that you're slim and fit.
Hey, the Wyvern has some pretty big wings, man. I would not call him slim, although I imagine
yeah, I would
he
not
is
call
fit.
you slim.
Thanks, buddy.
Sorry. I'm rude.
I have a plate mail.
I'm not being tactful.
That you definitely are not. You guys are seeing the real winter. But we'll have to find out what the real secret looks like here. Do they have that killer instinct? They showed it in game 1. They struggled in game 2, and here we are in game 3. Series tied up 1-1.
Did they get the refresher on Tide yet? Does he have it?
Don't
I mean,
think
okay, they're pushing without the refresher, I guess.
They're committing to this.
Yeah, he's actually very close. Huh, I'm surprised they're not gonna wait for it. Like, if you're getting a big item like that, usually you yell at your team, guys, relax, I need 100 gold.
Oh, Arteezy gonna get caught, skewered way back, leaps on out. The stomp is there to cover his retreat, but if they can just finish him off once, get rid of this agent, it'll be a big win. He blinks out though, he does survive the Greaves come through, but General on the case. He isolates Bulba, can they finish off the time? They're unsure who to go for. They think once, twice about it, then they turn back. They want to bring Bulba down the PK, they still down the RP follow. Bulba gets off the Ravage though! It hits the whole team, it's too late. It looks like Envy now Curse, focus down, and Arteezy turned against them. The disruption to prevent the kill during Curse, but one more imp will get the job done. And Dayara on the back line still finding kills. They've gotten rid of the agent, they've killed off the Drow, they have managed to bring down that TIE Hunter, and they hold the base.
They should have waited for the refresher. Now it's gonna take some time before he gets it because he lost his life.
Oh, disruption here, and running the other way. General does get caught, shotgun down by Arteezy. They're getting a little too big for their britches, perhaps. They exit the base, and then Soneko gets found out, tries to juke. Can't juke Mr. 9K. Godlike, he has yet to die this game with
They had like the false sense of security.
Oh, is the Jinx here? I think the Jinx is here. He leaps out the self-shotgun for the save, but the chase continues from Dayara. Gonna burn him down soon. Sleight of fist. One more right click. Oh, God. It's Arteezy's turn to just feed away a gigantic pile of gold to NaVi. 2 games in a row now where Secret held a very solid lead, and it appears like it might be slipping away. No racks. Not good enough for them.
Well, this is something similar to what happened in the second game where they were sieging.
And they're looking for more, then they find Puppy as well. He's in far, Shockwave, and dead. The collapse appears like it might be inbound.
This is real
And now
bad.
the refresher, but now to deal with it, a Magnus BKB as well.
Why didn't they wait for the refresher, Goblin? Why?
That's a question for smarter Dota minds than I.
Come on, give yourself more credit.
Oh, now you're trying to suck up to me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Get the hell out of here.
Dire's structures are
You're dead,
fortified.
Winter. This tower is dead to Zayara as well,
Please don't forget to
one
come
way or another.
to Malaysia. December.
Don't forget to come to your wedding, Wise, so you can flame the shit out of me. Oh no, thank you.
I promise I won't do that on that day. I promise.
But I think importantly for NaVi, after winning that fight, they get back to work as far as getting these lanes pushed out. Ditya shoves in bottom, top lane, Dendi pushes that lane out. They're ensuring that Secret can't just go right back for a push and potentially take a lane of Rax, and now they have all their big ultimates ready to go. So, not sure if Secret want to be playing offensively right now.
I mean, they have to. The longer they wait, it's not going to get easier. It's just going to get harder and harder and harder. The more items Ember gets, the push just becomes very, very difficult.
This Ember is already hitting extremely hard. 300 plus damage before the crit.
Yeah,
With
unless
the cleave.
somehow they catch the Ember in the Ravage.
Oh, it's yeah, he obliges here, blinks in. Bulba instantly rearms the Ravage. He popped the refresher immediately. He's gonna TP home. Ember does have buyback. Can they force it though?
Okay.
70 seconds.
Moonlight Shadow is the somehow they catch the...
They need to go home here. NaVi, they stuck around a bit too long and they might get punished. Seneko, pretty low. The Glimmer Cape comes through though. They're gonna back off. They have not bought back on the Ember yet. They really have to realize Secret's all coming down mid. I imagine they are gonna retreat to the safety of their base and try to wait this one out. Seneko, first, I'll head towards the shop. But Secret just charging with the smoke. Again, Bulba did instantly refresh. Still have that second Ravage ready to go for this push. Plenty of mana to work with Arrow
Man,
coming through. But
They have-
remember, NaVi has quite a few BKBs here.
they have all the spam against that and Enchantress there, grabbing one of the illusions away. It's gonna buy enough time for Ditya to respawn, so... All things considered, NaVi gonna be feeling lucky that they did not have to use the buyback on Ditya.
And we haven't talked too much about him. Arts also Arrow onto General. They're gonna put him under with the Wyvern, the Embrace, as well as the Glimmer Cape. Can they follow this up? They haven't slept him too, but so strong defensively, this NaVi lineup on the high ground that Secret don't even care to risk it. They settle for a tier 3 tower. They do not force the buyback.
Yep, NaVi is starting to feel more in control in this game. I mean, I would even say they are in almost total control of the game.
That was with their one position carry dying with 70 seconds. Secret take only a tier 3 and he didn't buy back.
Yeah. They wish they had their refresher in that fight, you know. Now, Secret, I doubt Secret would get anything better than the previous opportunities to push the high ground.
And true to form, NaVi, they love to be aggressive in these situations, and they're gonna find a courier! Manta Star recipe, not the biggest loss. Thought it had something more on it.
I mean, at this stage, every
Didn't have the gold for the
every little bit is gonna be
Ultimate Orb.
important to Secret. Like every small item, everything they can get.
Not to mention, that's more money for a NaVi lineup that uses gold especially well.
Man, Secret is in dire straits right now. They have to be able to use the double Ravage to win a significant team fight.
Well, they're waiting on that second Ravage to cool down though. 50 seconds to go on the refresher. NaVi,
Dire's bottom
lurking
tower is
bottom.
under attack.
Creep starting to hit the tier 2. They're playing this pretty safe, Winter. Not really in any hurry.
Yep, I think they kind of expect Secret to wait for the refresher, so NaVi themselves do not want to wait and fight at a bad timing, so they're choosing to fight. Most likely the safest place is their high ground, unless they can find a pickoff outside the base.
I mean, the two great things to have against the Tidehunter with a refresher are A, buyback, and B, BKBs. So I imagine
They
take a
have
look at NaVi.
they have the Moonlight Shadow into Ravage if they want to catch the Ember, so I mean that was what happened.
He's gonna have buyback, so I guess it's all about not getting hit by the second one at that point.
I mean, if you're Secret, you have to try and get that pick off, go to the high ground, force the buyback, and back off safely. That is what you have to do.
It's a lot of steps on the checklist at this point.
Yeah, everything has to happen correctly for Secret to be able to acquire a significant objective.
Yeah, NaVi just so far really it seems like they just excel when they're in that hole, and then teams try to go high ground on them. We've seen so many games this tournament, like the one game where they lost Mega Creeps, then they played their best Dota of the match, so.
I mean, in the team fights, the Chronos just always land on Boba. I mean, I'm not sure if we highlighted that significantly enough, but
it does counter the Kraken shell.
Yeah, the fights were difficult for Secret when Boba's caught in the Chronosphere. And
should he be sitting farther back, or is it just?
Yeah, he should.
Okay.
He should not be in the Chronosphere. Once he gets caught, Artstar is just gonna lay in on him, and he's just gonna die very quickly.
Oh, General. He's in the middle of Secret right now. There's the Blink, the Ravage as well. Second one has been revved up. It is going to connect with the BKB there for the Magnus, and he marches in. The RP finds Envy. They start shredding him. Envy's down. Bulba likely to be next, but they're looking for more of the Chrono now on to Pylai, looking for the third kill of this fight. They've gotten two, but they need that Bulba kill as well to really make it a sweet victory. Arteezy leaping away, so they've used both Ravages now. DRA's alive. NaVi not even losing a hero, I think. Does anyone fight back there?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
Enchantress spot up.
Enchantress spot up. I mean, hey, NaVi are happy with that.
I mean, they should be taking something big right now. Both Ravages use Secret using both their buybacks.
But can they fight with that? I mean, can they risk dying back without Ravages? The Chrono is going to come down, cool down first, the RP as well. And the Winter's Curse not that far off. Arteezy trying to fend this one off. Secret are pretty much all in on this skirmish around the pit. Artstyle may end up dying back here. He will go down. The Enchantress out of the picture. General low. Will General die? Has NaVi gotten impatient? He blinks out the safety. Can they find him in time? He TP's home.
Where's the detection?
Do they have anything?
Not again. They have no sentries, no gem, nothing.
They have sentries on Pi. One sentry right now. And he hears your cry and buys more Winter.
How many kills have they not gotten because they do not have sentries on their heroes?
Enough that he shit! Oh my god. Blink and you'll miss it.
Oh my god.
With the devastating crit. So now General looking to follow this up. He's got a Chrono ready to go. There is a disruption available, I believe. Pylai died there, and he purges General as well, but still, they're gonna have a Winter's Curse ready to go. The Aegis quickly cracked and looking for more. Rolling on the Puppy, trying to lock down Envy at the same time. The chains are there. He looks to run, but can he get out? The Gust comes through. He still retreats, but Dityara is gonna continue the chase. Blink and look for the slide. The RP as well. Off with your head, Secret, say NaVi. Decapitating 3 heroes, getting rid of the Aegis as well. A brutal exchange for Secret, and NaVi, they're gonna have their cooldowns ready relatively soon here. I think Secret will only have 1 Ravage for this push.
That's why I say you don't go late game against this NaVi lineup. That was just one big
press W, hover your cursor over the pit, and then watch them melt. That's the power of the Ember at this stage. And he's got 4,500 gold, by the way, so Dityara is ready for another item soon. With the Empower now hitting for close to, in fact, a bit over 400 a pop before the crit. And he blinks in. He just slices up another. Pylai die, quickly turned into Sushi, and now Puppy getting blink skewered back. Dendy, no mercy for his old teammate. He does not get off the BKB here though, and he gets Ravaged, caught out a bit. Actually, looks like it's still cooling down. There's the chains on the Puppy, can't finish the job. General waiting for his Chrono, 15 seconds, but NaVi, they get out. They will have a chance for those ultimates to become available, and Secret will be minus a Ravage.
Oh dear, this is right now NaVi's game to lose.
They're playing around these Secret cooldowns so well, and at this point it's so easy for the Ember to find pickoffs. It's starting to feel like Secret, the walls are closing
There's
in.
one more fight remaining in Secret. If they do not win the next fight, the game is just going to be over for them. There's one last chance for them with the next double Ravage. And even if they land a like the 2-man Ravage, I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. They need more than 2. The last fight they landed 2-man double Ravage, but they still lost that fight.
It feels like they need like 2 4-man Ravages right now. Or at the very least an Ember and then another important target.
Yeah, but if Ember plays his cards right, he should not get caught, so...
And again, he's gonna have buyback even if he does. And likely a Remnant ready to go. So you've really got to find a way to kill him the second.
He doesn't want to get caught at all, he should get the BKB.
Yeah.
If he's
Feels
not,
like the safe option.
yeah, if he's not controlling the fights, there's no way the Drow can finish him off. Like he's just gonna be able to run around with the
The
Remnant.
Drow is not really that farmed. NV's 14k net worth
He's
at this
getting
point.
Lincoln's or Skadi and the Ember.
Yeah, so just gonna tank up a bit. Yeah, we don't see that butterfly on the Drow. No true, like, pure DPS item. Just kind of cheap stats as Seneko.
So every ulti up.
Sneaks in, creeps up, gets the ward down under cover of smoke. Navi looking for the killing blow here on Secret. And as they go for the D-ward, he strikes, Dendy, Blake, RP, Skewer on back, pile it in, and knock them down. Gonna get RTZ as well. Good use of the shotgun, not gonna matter. Navi cleaning up, and Secret on their last legs. The chrono to boot. It actually holds dig out position. Not ideal. Boba's gonna try for this, but even the curse is there to deny him as well. There will be no turnaround. Bulba ravages, but it's all for nothing as Navi holds the high ground, and again they best Secret down the stretch as the game grows late. What a performance by Navi.
Well, 2 games in a row, I think Secret had a timing lineup where they had the lead in the early game, but then when they were pushing, they made mistakes and they just got punished by Navi. I'm not sure if Secret wants to go down the route of having a lineup that has to end a game at a specific timing. They might consider changing up their strats, going for more late game type of lineup.
And you can see Puppey